Sup y'all, it's Fall Night and hope you had a fantastic day today because today we're back after 1 year of waiting. I'm finally back to do some, Yu-Gi-Oh! Domain format content. Not only I'm back, but I'm also doing it in English now since 1 month or 2 months ago. I started only doing content in English. So for all my old fans of Yu-Gi-Oh! Domain, you can now understand me without using the EI subtitles and some shit like that, the auto translation. First, before starting this video, I have some disclaimer to do, one for the 2004 Escape community and one for you guys for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Domain format community. 2004 Escape, no worries, I'm not stopping doing 2004 Escape content. I actually want to do more. I'm very passionate about the game. It's just that I have some project that takes a lot of time and a lot of hours of gameplay footage to do. So until then, I want to do some 2004 Escape chill videos and some Yu-Gi-Oh! Domain format videos, which RuneScape and Yu-Gi-Oh! Are both my true passion since I'm fucking young, since I was fucking 5 years old. And yeah, I think I just want to restart also doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Domain content aside of 2004 Escape. And for you, Yu-Gi-Oh! Domain, some old veterans know that last year I lost my card shop. It was not mine, but I was an employee there. The card shop I was working on and where I was making my Yu-Gi-Oh! Domain format videos got burned down by a criminal we don't know yet, but it was 1 year ago. It was really a tragic event, really painful for me, for my mental and for my motivations. Just 2 weeks before that incident, I buy for like $1,000 of equipment, for recording equipment, just to start doing real cool Yu-Gi-Oh! Format domain videos. And unfortunately I lost all of that in the fire, so it took a lot of time. I lost all my whole domain community. I had to rebuild everything from scratch, but I'm just really happy to say that after 1 year I'm finally back. I finally have a community that I can play every Sunday with. We're like 10 plus players and stuff. And yeah, I have some, like you can see, I have some equipment back now. When I will continue to get my paycheck, I will buy better equipment to do some gameplay footage, also videos that I'm really excited to do. But for now, I'm just going to do chilly, doing some deck profiles, some introduction to the format and stuff, and just some chill videos for you to enjoy on the side. So yeah, that's for the announcement, for the intro, for the disclaimers. By the way, if you see a fly going around, I'm really sorry. It's the only fly in my room. I swear I'm not a piggy. I'm not smelly. I'm not, I don't have trash, everywhere. It's just that I try for hours and hours to kill this one and I cannot do it. It's like my weaknesses. But anyway, I'm not here for that. I'm here, of course, for Yu-Gi-Oh! Domain format. So this is like a new setup. I cannot see what I'm doing, so I have to, I will just try to, I think I will just do like that, I think so. But yeah, today I'm going to present you my deck. The reason why I built this deck is because for a long time I really want a deck that represents me for who I really am. I'm that cringy guy that love to do like personality quest and test and some like that, and some like social experiment. You know what kind of guy I am, so I really want to try to find what type of attribute and monster type I am as my vibe and personality. And I find that the winged beast is really the one that fit the most with me, and even my friends in real life and the domain community say the same. So I built a deck around, of course, this mentality. And first, I think I will introduce to you to my commander. I hope you can see. So this is Alector, Sovereign of Birds. He's not that really strong, a domain commander. I will say he's not a strong domain master, but he can do the job. If you don't start first, it's like a free body on the floor, and it's like a free negate, so it's really cool. And this is one of the cards that I had when I was a child, and when I was like, but not a child, but like, early teenage years and stuff. So yeah, that was really early in my Yu-Gi-Oh! Career. And I just, have an attachment to this card. So this is my domain, of course, that gives me access to all the wind and all the winged beast monsters. As such, let's go start first with the main deck. Of course, we first start with the Yugioh engine. As you can see right here, there we go. I'm trying to see, but I cannot see properly. But this is the Yugioh engine. Yugioh is one of the archetypes that I love the most. I did some FTK, with this deck back in the day. I even tried to do some like FTKs and domain, which did work, but not all the time. But it was fun to do 1 or 2 times to show the pals. But I immediately start, dropping the deck after that. But this is the Yugioh engine, of course. We know all the hold cards. So we have Yugioh Vedzir, of course. This one is particularly my favorite Yugioh. It came out in Dawn of Majesty, which is like a few years ago, so he's not that old of a Yugioh monster, but it's for sure one of my favorite. and I really love it. And I tried to make actually a deck in Master Duel and around Yugioh and try to make it like rogue meta. Of course, it's not working, but I'm trying really hard because this Yugioh is clearly my favorite archetype of all time. But yeah, Yugioh itself here, of course, we have Winda, Priestess of Yugioh. All of these cards actually came almost from the dual terminal, which was really a pain in the ass to get. Like in Canada, I had to like find them and low stock and far away in Canada and try to get them, but I eventually get them. I'm really happy about it. So Winda, Priestess of Yugioh, Contact with Yugioh, Pilica, Descendant of Yugioh, we have Musto, Oracle of Yugioh, Yugioh Guldo, Cam, Serenity of Yugioh, Yugioh Falco, Yugioh Kodor, we have Windor, Sage of Yugioh. Guys, don't make this video a drinking game. Don't take a shot every time I'm saying Yugioh, because otherwise you're going to die before the end of this video. Can we hope of Yugioh, Yugioh Eagle, Whirlwind of Yugioh, Tailwind of Yugioh, Yugioh Griffin, and Breeze Whirlwind of Yugioh. So yeah, so this is the engine. Basically, it's every card, almost every Yugioh card. The goal of the deck is like you can always recycle your graveyard with like Musto and of course not Winda, but of course Cam. You can draw cards, you can make actually good synchros with them. So yeah, this is actually not that bad. It's kind of deck that you play slowly. You slowly build your board. It's really chill actually, which is kind of good in Domain, because in Domain you don't want to be the first threat. You don't want to be the target of every other players. So of course you want to be able to build like a correct board without being intimidating to the other players. So this deck perfectly really do that well, and this is like my most favorite playstyle in Domain, so that's why it works perfectly like that. So this is the Yugioh engine. Of course we have a problem, is that I don't have enough monster, and I needed more package, so that's why I actually start adding more monsters, which are the Simorgh. I had all the Simorghs which are wind. I didn't hard the dark one because, like I said, the goal of this deck was not to build the most perfect deck, optimizing deck ever. It was to build a deck that really fit my personality, my vibe and stuff. And I thought that just using all the wind Simorgh was really perfect fit for that. So of course we have Simorgh Bird of Bringing, Simorgh Bird of Protection, Simorgh Lord of the Storm, Simorgh Bird of Calamity, Simorgh Bird of Ancestry, Simorgh Bird of Divinity, and Simorgh Bird of Beginning. The Simorgh engine, what are really fun is that first of all they can be free bodies. Like you can special summon them from the graveyard if one of your opponent doesn't control a trap or a spell card, which can happen quite easily in Domain. So that's really good for that. Also, they can send older boards, other part of the other Simorgh and the graveyard, so you can also appeal, then use your cards that affect the graveyard to bring bad and special summon and that kind of stuff. We also have the Big Daddy, the Big Simorgh, Bird of Ancestry, Bird of Divinity, which actually can be quite good. I think it's this one. Yeah, this one. Bird of Divinity can also be like really pain in the ass for your opponent, because it can actually burn your opponents for 1000 life point, which is quite good. Even when you have to remind yourself that when you want to cast several times your Domain Master, it costs you a life point. So having to get them burned by Bird of Divinity can be a quite pain in the ass. But outside of that, the Simorgh are really a good fit in this deck. Like, it fit my vibe perfectly. It's really cool, it's really chill, and I love that. Next, of course, we have to add more monsters. So I had two monsters. One of them is really a card that I like, and the second one is quite a toxic one, but I said I need something, right? So I had Ryza the Mega Monarch and Barrier Statue of the Stormwinds. Ryza the Mega Monarch is one of these cards that feel like if I have to be one monster in Yu-Gi-Oh that match perfectly who I am, it will be this one. This one for sure fits really one. Of course, Tribute Summon, when it's getting Tribute, you can target one card on the field and one card in any graveyard. So yeah, you can also, yeah, that's really good, because I can also use this card for politics. So if I want to make friends and stuff, a temporary ally in the game, I can use Ryza for that. So yeah, and of course, Barrier Statue of the Storm. With this one, I'm making no allies, I'm making no friend and stuff. No player can special summon monsters except wind monsters. It can be a pain in the ass to deal with, but if I have no choices, I will do it, because I know sometimes in my playground I have some players that love to do spamming special summon and spamming special summon, and sometimes can take quite play a lot of times, so I'm like, you know what, let's put them as top with this card and, you know, just make them a little bit, you know, have a little bit of reaction. Of course, I'm not planning to play this card every game, but if I have to, I will do it with no struggle. Next, of course, we need 2 entraps, so we need some entraps, not a big one. I want to play my Molcharmy Fuwalos that I got in one of my packs, as Droll and Lockbeard also. Droll and Lockbeard is quite good in domain, it can be really good. As for Molcharmy Fuwalos, I mean, if you have no board and you need to get some cards back, it can be really fun, or even in the early game. I just want to play it because I have it, that's pretty much it. And it fit, you know, it fit the vibe, you know, it's a wing beast, you know, so it's quite good. It can do the work, it can do the work. I could also play Ghost Moner, but I didn't want to, it didn't fit my vibe, and, you know, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like, you know, I just didn't feel like playing it, even though I have the cards. Now let's go, now we're done with the monster, let's start with the spell cards. These one are all the cards that I use for removal to help me through my strategy. Of course, I'm using Darkhold, every storm, like these two are staples, and domain format. Forbidding Droplet, I don't know why I have it, I just, you know, I'm just happy to have it and use it, so I think, you know, sometimes my friends love to play decks that can really stop me playing the game, or, you know, that stop the 3 other players, so if I can have this card in hand to help the 2 other players to stop this threat, I will be more than happy to have it. Dark Rune no more the same, we have Raigeki of course, Call by the Grave of course. Call by the Grave is not a card that is really that good and domain format, but I just love to play it because sometimes, you never know, you know, I have one of my friends that love to play Blue Jet Dragon, so yeah, this card can do the job. And of course, happy for the Dustar because why not, so yeah. These are good staples, good general cards to have in domain. As for the next one, I have a lot of cards that make me draw and do stuff in the graveyard. Of course, we have Foolish Burial, like I said, I can, you know, send Simorgan in the graveyard and make them come back thanks to their effect. Dark World Dealings, each player draw 1 card. Every cards that make me play with the other players, like make me interact with them, is really fun for me. So that's why I love playing this card, or this kind of card, like End Destruction is the same for me. Drag Down into the grave, you know, Card of Destruction, you know, that's kind of the card that I love to play. Top Share also, so yeah. These 5 are really the card that I'm playing in almost every domain deck. Not because they're good, just because they make me play with my opponents, which are also my friends. So, you know, it's just fun to be able to interact with 3 players at the same time, so yeah. Of course, we have Pot of Greed. I mean, Pot of Greed is just free, so you just do it. Lightning Vortex. Oh, I forgot to put it with the others, but yeah, I also have Lightning Vortex. Discarding some cards make me gain some effects sometimes, so that can also be good. Double Summon, because my decks need a lot of Tribute Summon and Double Summons and Normal Summon, so Double Summon can quite do the job. Last Will, of course, is just a staple. Reasoning, again, for some politics can be really fun, but I've erased because I'm going to use a lot of, you know, resources that I will put in a grave, so getting them back will be quite good. Upstart Goblin, because yeah, it's more of a feel in the deck, but I just want to, you know, like I said, the politics and having the opportunity to give 1000 life points to a friend that can be my life temporary, that can be quite good. Graceful Charity, and of course Trouble Tactics Talents. After that, we have also, what is that? Oh yeah, we have also some utility cards. I have Monster Reborn, I love it, why not? You can steal your opponent's card. And as for the field, of course I have Terraforming, but I have Shrine of the Mist Valley and Elborz, the Sacred Lands of Simorg. This one is actually quite good in my deck, it's really good. As for the Shrine, also can be quite good. I mean, it's not quite good, it's actually good in domain, because what it says, once per turn when a monster is destroyed by a card effect and sent to your graveyard, except during the damage step, you can special summon 1 level 3 or lower 1 monster from your hand deck. So I can like special summon some tuners, I can do quite a good of stuff, and you know, in domain card, you know, getting your card destroyed by card effect happen a lot of time, like Darkhold and like kind of stuff. So having this card, this field can be quite good for me. And of course, for the traps, I have Starlight Roll because of course I'm playing Wind, so, and I'm playing Synchro, so of course I will be playing, you know, Stardust Dragon. I have Infinite Impermanence because some people say that it's not good in domain. I mean, I don't think it's bad. I think it's really good actually. I don't know why people say it's not good. I mean, it can be a hand trap. You can play it from your hand if you control no cards, which can happen a lot of times. And if you have a player in front of you, you can like stun one of his column. Of course, it's better in 1v1 for sure, but I don't think it's a bad card in domain for, you know, I just don't think it's a bad card in domain. Javaris, just like the same for Evenly Match. I love using this card in Domain. You know what? This card is the card that I use when one guy in particular in the game, you know, start making me, you know, breaking my board, you know, starting to make it personal. When someone start to make a fight with me, I'm just using this card and it's like, all right, I'm never putting Faunite against me again. So that I just love having this card in my deck. Torrential Tribute, of course, is a staple and Domain format. Dimensional Barrier is mostly a fuck you card. And sometimes, you know, I'm quite a good guy. You know, I'm a chill guy in real life, right? But sometimes if you want to talk smack with me, I'm going to play the fuck you card on you. And I will have no remorse to do so. Mirror Force actually love playing it, not because it's for protecting me when the players attacks me, but mostly because I think everybody know it by now, but Mirror Force, you cannot only use it when it's for you. You can also use it when it's one of your friend or one of your temporary ally or one of the guy you want to protect from the threat. You can actually use it for them. For example, if the threat attack one of the two other players, I can then activate it and destroy one of his, you know, all of his attack monsters. So I can protect someone with that, and that's why I love it, you know. And yeah, that's pretty much all the main deck. Now let's go with, of course, the extra deck, of course. I'm really happy to play this deck. I didn't test it out yet. I did some end testing, of course, but I didn't had a chance to play it and you know, on the playground at the card shop yet. But I'm actually really excited to do so. So this is my extra deck. First of all, we have the Gusto Emerald. Of course, I have to play it. It's a Gusto. I have to, and it's really just. I think. No, it's not that I think. It's really the best Gusto card that is outside. I mean, you can use it with any type of deck. So yeah, Gusto for sure. Gusto Emerald for sure. We have Gusto Freeze, which also I pretty much love it, and you know, you use that with the equip card of Gusto when it's really very fun. You can make some funny play with that. Stardust Charge Warrior. Of course, I'm going to play all the Stardust. Of course, man, I have to because I love Stardust. I mean, it's my innocent player's spirit in me that, you know, reflect that. But yeah, Stardust Charge Warrior, of course, you know, drawing cards and stuff. Gusto La Plampedica, again, really good card. For Gusto Engine, Stardust Warrior, we have it right here. Martial Metal Marcher, which can actually help climb up if I'm stuck with low cards and I have, you know, low level cards. It can actually help me out and climb up until I can reach the higher, you know, synchros monsters, which are with a higher level. Miss Bird Closolas, Stardust Dragon. Here we go, we have it right here. I should put it in the middle. Sorry for that, guys. I don't know where to, you know, where to set myself. Axel Synchro Stardust Dragon, Gusto Guldos. Baron the Floor, of course, I'm going to play her, of course, here. Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, and as for the Link monster, we have Appaloosa, of course, and yeah, the bad boy is right here. The Seamark Burn of Sovereignty, which is going to help me special summon the Barrier of Stormwinds from my deck into the field to stop my opponents of special summoning monster, except if they're wind. Yeah, I have to play it, guys. I have to play it. It's a little bit toxic, but hey, sometimes a little bit of toxicity isn't that bad. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much the deck. I'm really excited to play it, and you know, I'm just, oh my god, I'm so happy to finally be able to do a domain video, sorry. And yeah, this is my deck. This is going to be now my main deck that will mostly play. That's going to be my new brand in the Yu-Gi-Oh domain community. I know people know me for, of course, the Pyramid Turtle and the Red Eyes, and the domain community, and also, you know, and the Innocent, but guys, I'm not an Age Lord anymore. I'm a bird guy, and this one right here is my deck. So yeah, guys, this is the end of the deck profile. I'm really happy to be back, and you know, I think you can sense this in my voice that I'm really happy to just be here and making these videos and, you know, just enjoying myself presenting decks and stuff. I'm just happy to finally be able now to restart doing domain format content. And you know, it's been a long year for me. It's been really hard for me, for my mental and stuff, but I'm just happy now to be back and, you know, be happy again in life and be able to play this game again and, you know, enjoying it with friends in real life, not just online. And yeah, guys, I'm just happy to be back, guys. I'm sorry, I'm just repeating myself, but it's, you know, it's a little bit like, I'm so happy to be back. Anyway, I will stop repeating myself. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel if you like it and if you want more content like that. Don't hesitate to give a like to this video and, of course, give me a little comment in the comment section if you know, want to tell me what you think about the deck, or if you want to tell me that, oh my god, Fortnite, get the fuck out of the domain, nobody wants you, or... Of course not, don't tell me that, please, please, I wouldn't want here for that. But yeah, take care of yourself, guys. It was Fortnite, signing out, and yeah, see you next time. Peace! Ciao.